As more people begin to think about flying again, concerns about the transmission of COVID-19 remain high.
As Consumer Reports points out, inconsistencies in government and airline policies have caused a lot of headache since the early days of the pandemic, but there are some things you can do to make flying as safe as possible. Leah Linscheid reports.
This past June, Danny Bush boarded an American Airlines flight with high hopes that she'd fly in a safe and healthy environment.
They put out the dialogue as if they were being very safe and considerate for COVID. But when you arrive to the airport, none of those things were happening.
Once she began boarding, she was appalled to see crowded boarding areas, passengers without masks, and a jam-packed flight with middle seats filled. Her 20-year-old son had a suppressed immune system, so she takes social distancing very seriously.
I had anxiety the entire flight.
Since Danny's flight, American Airlines says it has tightened its requirements for face coverings and now prohibits anyone over the age of 2 from flying without a mask. While some airlines make mask wearing mandatory and are blocking off middle seats, Consumer Reports has found airlines' COVID precautions are all over the map.
In many cases, the policies are conflicting. So if you're flying on 2 different airlines in the same day, you may very well have 2 different sets of rules.
CR says without federal rules in place, airlines won't be held accountable for making their flights as safe as possible.
The Department of Transportation has not stepped up and has not protected consumers as we believe they should.
In the meantime, if you have to fly, here's what you can do now to keep yourself safe. Before you book, contact the airline and ask if they guarantee empty middle seats and how it strictly enforces mask wearing. Pack a go bag with extra masks, hand sanitizer, and sanitizing wipes. When you board, clean your space. Wipe down the area around you, even the air nozzle above, and blast that air from the nozzle directly onto your face for the entire flight. As for Danny Bush, she does plan to fly again this month with a different airline and hopes that more people will follow social distancing guidelines this time. For News 3 Now, this is Leah Linscheid.
One expert told Consumer Reports that the safest place on a plane is the window seat, as the filtered air comes in directly above your head.
You'll also have fewer interactions with people passing by you in the aisle.